Hi guys, I thought today we'd look at Andy McKee's version of Purple Rain. It's a beautiful cover of what's a great song. It's not overly technical, a lot of it's kind of about the feel, so we'll talk about that. I'm going to split this into two sections, two different videos. We're going to look at the first verse and the chorus, and then we'll do the second verse and the outro in the next one. I'm also going to do a performance video over the weekend so that you can get an idea of what it looks like. These take quite a lot of time to make, so if you could subscribe and like and everything, that would be absolutely great and help me out a lot. And yeah, let's get to it. Okay guys, so the first thing to mention is the tuning. We are in Dadgad. So D, A, D, G, A, D. If you want to check with your guitar against each other, it'll be the 7th fret and the open. 5 and 5 just like normal, same again, then 2 and then 5 again. Okay, once you've got that down, we're just going to talk a little bit. That makes it an open D sus4 chord, which makes it very nice. And we're just going to practice this down strum and then coming back up with that pad of the index. It's almost like you're stroking it back up, so we get this really nice mellow strum. And you can use that nail when you want a slightly louder strum. So the first thing really with the rhythm, you've got strumming and you've got little bits of finger picking. And I wouldn't worry too much about when you're finger picking, when you're strumming. Just get used to that feeling of being able to strum and finger pick when you want, and you can even then bring in the occasional slap with the thumb. And that will just give you that kind of mellow feel that we're going for. We're just trying to get used to where the chords come, and then from there you can be really loose with it. It's a lot about feel, this song, which makes it kind of tricky to learn, but once you can hear it in your head, then you've got it down pretty easily. So, first chord, 2nd fret of the G, 4th fret of the D. We're going to do an up strum to start. I like to use the back of my thumb just to give it a bit more of a ring. Bar of that, and we just have this little passing chord before the next bar. 11th fret on the bass, 9th fret on the G. And then we just move that shape down 2 frets. Stay there for a bar. Our other shape, 7th fret of the bass, 7th fret of the D, 6th fret of the G. Because we've got these open strings and this open tuning, we can just strum all the strings. Have a little bit of a finger pick, whatever you feel like at the time. Move the shape down 2 frets, and then you're back to 2 and 4. So I'll just go from that one. Another bar here, and then we're into the first bit of the verse. That's our first bit. What that is, 5th fret on the B, pick to the 7th, slide it to 8 and back again, back to 5, then a little pull off. Sometimes it's nice to add in a bass. Then we come into the 9th fret with your ring finger, pick that, then barring 7 on the B, G and D, and then pick those with these 3 fingers. And then we just got a bit more strumming. Back to that same chord, 7, 7, 6. Same lick. Then we're going into that 4 and 5 chord, but we're going to hammer each one. You can sometimes just play the bass to get a more mellow one. Then it's hammer in the index. Then it's hammer in the ring. Missed that one. And then we're going to hit the slap harmonic at the 12th. So it's middle finger and bounce it against that metal bar. It's a real bounce. If you do it too straight, it doesn't really make a noise. You have to flick on and off again. So that little bit. Then just a little bit of strumming back to 2 and 4. Same thing again. Then we have the bit leading in. I play it like this. Andy McKee plays it with the bar. I find the bar a little bit of a struggle, but both ways are good. That's just a bar in the bottom 4 with your thumb. What it is 7th fret bar, and then the 10th fret with your little finger. That starts together. Thumb on the bass, index on the G, middle on the B, all together. Then what I'll call the treble, which is the fingers, then the bass. Then 2 trebles, bass, 2 trebles. Back to bass. All together. Take your little finger off and do a hammer on with the ring to the 9th fret of the B. Then take that off again, just the bar. Then it's the 7th fret. I have to play the bass as well on the G. Once more. Then we're into the chorus. So this is the bit I played in the intro. So we're starting on the 7th fret of the G, then it's 7th fret of the B. I like to go with my middle, then my ring. You could do your first finger, then your middle, doesn't matter too much. Then you're going to slide. This is why I like to use the ring, because now I can drum back with my index to the 5th fret. So up to the 9th, can add a bass in there as well. Hammer on pull off, it's quite a slow hammer on pull off. To the 7th, from the 5th to the 7th on the B. Then another pull off, open. Then it's just like we did in the verse, hammer on, or you can play that bass again. And then it's index, then ring. Then slap harmonic. And then a couple of strums. A few strums and an open bass. It's slightly different because this is the same note. 7 on the G and 5 on the B. It's just easier on the second time to come around on the 5th fret. Apart from that, it's the same. But then we have a slight change once you've done the pull off from the index. We're going to do a bass, open, hammer on ring finger to the 4th fret. Then it's 2nd fret at the G. We've had that chord before. Another slap harmonic. Sometimes I like to add another one in, up at 19. Same as the intro of those chords, that passing chord, 9, 11, back to 9 and 7. Then we have, which is a really nice bit because it's the same melody but in a different place. So it's going to be 9th fret on the bass, open E. First finger on the 7th fret of the B, then you're going to hammer in your little finger to the 9th fret. Sorry, it is, yeah, it's put off again. So, together, bass and the treble, pick the B, hammer on, then together you're going to pick 7th fret of the B, bass, hammer on pull off at the 9th, then pull off your index finger. And then just like we did with the 5, 4, 5 chord, we can do the same thing on the 6th chord, or 6 and 7. And do the bass, then index hammer on, ring finger hammer on, slap harmonic. Couple of strums. And then we got little finger coming in on the 7th fret of the B. A few more strums, finger pick, as we talked before, whatever you want with that. Nice. Relaxed style, and then it's exactly how we came into the chorus. can lengthen that bit out. It's just the same feeling of just going index, fingers, bass, fingers, bass, fingers, bass. Okay, I'll just play through that chorus again from the second half nice and slow. And then we'll look at the rest in part 2.